They tried to shut down my cabin. Without realizing I owned the land beneath their fancy homes, I moved into a peaceful neighborhood to escape city life. Bought a beautiful log cabin at the edge of town, quiet, surrounded by nature, and far away from drama. Or so I thought. But then came the HOA, the neighborhood's homeowners association. Within a week, I got my first notice. Your cabin doesn't meet the community's aesthetic standards. You must tear it down within 30 days. I was confused. My property was outside their gated zone. I never signed up for their rules. Still, they insisted. They called it a visual disturbance. Apparently, my rustic cabin didn't fit their luxury vibe. When I didn't respond, they started pushing harder. One morning, I woke up to surveyors in my yard, claiming they were checking property lines. A few days later, a crew showed up with demolition tools. But here's what they didn't know. A year before buying the cabin, I had bought an old land title from a retiring farmer. Turns out, that title included not just my cabin, but almost 80% of the land their HOA was built on, including their fancy clubhouse, tennis courts, and even the HOA president's backyard. I had never bothered doing anything about it, until now. I went straight to a lawyer, gathered the documents, and filed a cease and desist. I also had a land reassessment done, proving that the HOA had no authority over my property, and ironically, they were the ones trespassing on my land. At the next HOA meeting, I walked in with copies of the documents, handed them to the board, and said, "You wanted me gone? Well, pack your things, because technically you're living on my land." Dead silence. The president tried to argue, but the legal papers were airtight. They backed off, immediately. Not only did they apologize, but now they pay me monthly for land use. I still live in my cabin, peaceful as ever. And the HOA? Let's just say they don't send me letters anymore. Thanks for watching, folks. If that story had you cheering for the underdog, make sure to smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Got thoughts or stories of your own? Drop them in the comments below. I read every single one. And hey, if you love real-life drama with a twist of justice, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. We've got plenty more stories coming your way. And trust me, you won't want to miss them. See you in the next one.